Hello, kids! Welcome to your Tiny Tales.
Once upon a time, in a vibrant and lively jungle, there lived a playful monkey named Max. Max was full of energy, always swinging from tree to tree, playing tricks on the other animals, and making everyone laugh with his antics. In the same jungle lived a gentle and kind-hearted elephant named Ellie. Ellie was much larger and slower than Max, but she had a heart as big as her size. She was known for her wisdom and patience, always helping the other animals with her strength and knowledge. Ellie and Max were good friends, even though they were so different from each other. One hot summer day, the jungle was buzzing with activity. The animals were busy gathering food and playing in the cool shade of the trees. Max, as usual, was swinging from branch to branch, looking for something fun to do. As he swung by a tall tree, he noticed a huge bunch of ripe bananas hanging from a high branch. Max's eyes lit up with excitement. "Those bananas look delicious. I'm going to have a feast," he thought. Without wasting any time, Max climbed up to the top of the tree and began plucking the bananas one by one. But Max, being the playful monkey that he was, didn't just eat the bananas. Instead, he started tossing them around, laughing as he watched them fall to the ground. He threw some at the birds, some at the other monkeys, and even tossed a few towards the river, just to see them splash. As Max continued his game, Ellie happened to walk by. She saw Max throwing the bananas and asked, "Max, what are you doing?" Max laughed and said, "I'm just having some fun, Ellie. Look at all these bananas I found." Ellie smiled gently and said, "Those bananas look tasty, Max, but you shouldn't waste food. There are many animals in the jungle who might be hungry." "But then," he replied, "Oh, Ellie, don't worry. There are plenty of bananas in the jungle. I'll just find more when I'm hungry." Ellie shook her head kindly and said, "Max, it's important to appreciate what we have and not take it for granted. You never know when food might become scarce." Max shrugged and continued playing, not thinking much about Ellie's advice. After a while, he grew tired of the game and left the bananas scattered on the ground. Days passed, and the weather in the jungle changed. A heavy rainstorm came, flooding the rivers and knocking down many trees. The rain washed away much of the food in the jungle, and soon the animals began to struggle to find enough to eat. Max, who was always used to having plenty of food, suddenly found himself hungry with no bananas in sight. He searched all over the jungle, but the heavy rains had ruined most of the fruit. Max's stomach rumbled as he realized how wasteful he had been. Feeling ashamed, Max went to find Ellie. When he saw her, he hung his head and said, "Ellie, you were right. I wasted all those bananas, and now I can't find any food. I'm so hungry." Ellie looked at Max with understanding eyes and gently patted his head with her trunk. "Max," she said, "everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is that you've learned from yours. Come with me. I saved some food, and I'll share it with you." She gave Max some bananas and other fruits, and as he ate, Max felt both relieved and grateful. "Thank you, Ellie," Max said with sincerity. "I've learned my lesson. From now on, I'll be more careful and not waste the food I find, and I'll remember to share with others, just like you shared with me." "I'm glad to hear that, Max." From that day on, Max no longer wasted food and always made sure to share with others. The animals in the jungle noticed the change in Max, and they admired him for learning from his mistake. Max and Ellie's friendship grew even stronger, and together they helped make the jungle a better place for everyone. Moral: it's important to appreciate what we have and not waste it. Sharing with others and being mindful of our resources can help us build strong friendships and ensure that everyone has enough.
If you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing to Tiny Tales, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications for our latest updates.